So these are the nanopods. These are $19 Truly Wireless Earbuds. $19. This is not a paid review. They did send this out for me to review, but there's no money being involved. Now you can't buy these on Amazon. They're not available yet. They are part of an Indiegogo campaign. So quite honestly, I don't even know if these things will come to fruition, but if you want to check it out, I'll place the link in the description down below. Now these look a lot like the Airpods in terms of the case design. Instead of white, they're black, and you do have a slightly thicker case, which will obviously add a little bit more bulk in your pocket. Speaking of pocket, this is exactly what it looks like. These are not skinny jeans. It is a little bit baggy to give you guys some context. You don't want to keep it over here because then it looks like you're packing something. But overall, it's a nice fit, doesn't take up too much space. Now, unfortunately, you have a micro USB port instead of USB Type-C. Again, 19 bucks, I'm not too upset about that. And the case itself is not the best built case. Usually with most cases that you open up from the top, you have a nice hinge over here to keep the case kind of opening and closing fluidly. This is using a rubber band. So like this twists and it turns, and I imagine one day this thing will like completely fall off. Now the earbuds, it actually comes with two for $19, so that's always a good thing, are a pretty good size. I mean, this is kind of what it looks like. They're round, they're very simple. It has like this chrome accent and going around the edge, and it doesn't take up too much space in your ear. To give you guys some context, this is exactly what it looks like. I've been wearing them for over a week to use to run and go to the gym with. They're not the best for running. I find these will fall out of your ear, but for general listening, maybe doing just like a weight workout or light jog, they're totally fine for that. In fact, I've been using it mostly with iOS, and on both devices, Android and iOS, I found they did have audio lag when watching movies. So if you're watching Netflix, if you're watching a video, you will get audio lag with these guys. Battery life is pretty good. 3 to 5 hours of use before needing to charge, depending on how heavy I use them. The case itself will give you about 3 or 4 more charges, so potentially you have anywhere from 15 hours to 20 hours of use before you need to actually charge the case. And there's also a delay when you put the earphones in your ear. So for example, after you pair the right earbud to your phone and you place the left earbud in your ear, the right earbud will basically connect to the left earbud, and that usually takes about 5 seconds. Call quality, I know a lot of you are gonna ask me about that. I made a couple of phone calls. Kind of weird because the left one stops working when you're talking to someone, like it just doesn't turn on, it's not supposed to, so only the right earbud works. I can hear the other person fine, but it's not that loud because I only have sound in one ear. The person on the other end though says I sound very low, sounds like I'm sleeping almost, so not the best call quality, but it does make phone calls. The other thing, Smart Assistant integration. You can use Siri and you can use Google Assistant with these guys. But the problem is, again, you're only using the right earbud. The left earbud doesn't work when you're doing that type of stuff. Unfortunately, you can't control the volume with these earbuds. If you want to do that, you have to take your smartphone out of your pocket. Now, other things, they say it's splash proof, but I don't know exactly how splash proof it is. There's no IP certification, so I'd probably take that with a grain of salt. Now, the most important thing, how do these guys actually sound? Quite frankly, not bad. I mean, for $19, I was expecting these things to sound super distorted. They don't have the clarity, they don't have the bass, they don't have the sweet highs of more expensive headphones like the Sennheiser Truly Wireless Momentums or even the Jabra Elite 65Ts. But for $19, they actually sound okay. I'd probably put them just below the Airpods. To be quite honest with you, these things are great for people who only listen to music. If you're gonna be using these to watch content, if you're gonna be using these to run around at the gym, there's better options out there. But if you're just listening to music, maybe on your daily commute, you go for a lot of walks and you don't want to pay a lot of money for more expensive Truly Wireless Earbuds, for $19, that's a pretty sweet deal. Anyways, that wraps up this little mini review on the nanopods. If you're interested in picking them up, I'll place a link in the description down below. Like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next video.